just start. So,
hey, what's up, everybody? We're doing this, right? We're doing this. We're in it,
whether we want to or not.
Yeah. We've got our holiday festivities going on. And hold on, Jeff will turn off his computer so there's no echo. Sorry, guys. I apologize. Like, I really tried to get this to where I had better quality, and I wasn't just doing it on my laptop. Apparently, the computer that I have, my MacBook, is it's too updated that the Canon software that I could use my my Canon camera, this guy right here, is not updated enough to where it works with my current operating system. So we're back to using the like I'm on a Zoom call or something. So I apologize for that. I definitely plan on getting a better setup in the future, but as hard as I tried, it didn't work. So how's everybody doing? Like, thanks for joining. Me and old Geff. We don't call him Jeff. We call him Geff. Geff here. Yeah. Geff here. We're having a fun Sunday. We're excited that one of y'all are gonna win that bad boy. I just want to say thank you for the response to that video. You guys are amazing. It was a really fun project to do and to experiment and just to kind of be crazy. So yeah, no, you guys were amazing, and the comment section was amazing, and I'm so excited for one of y'all to get to have this in your home. Again, I will ship this anywhere in the world. I may regret that. It may end up being really expensive, but you know what? Like, it's Christmas, and I hate the fact that, like, oftentimes on these giveaways, it's limited to the lower 48 states here in the U.S. So in the Christmas spirit, I've decided that no matter where it is in the world, I will ship it there. Hopefully, I won't have to pay thousands of dollars, but if I do, you know, well, whatever. We'll just take it out of Jeff's salary.
Not enough there.
Yeah. So what's up, Jeff? What do you got going on?
Man, just dealing with my boss, you know.
Best boss ever.
That's what he tells me to say.
Oh man.
Yeah, just
Bixby in the house. Bixby, working. Oklahoma? Question mark. Kansas. I'm in OKC. Can do a porch pickup. Now, as tempting as that is, and I'm not saying that people in Oklahoma City are not eligible to win, we are going to do this in a way that it doesn't matter where you are. Everyone's going to have an equal chance. Again, to win, you have to have watched the previous video and have left a comment. So whoever we pick, we're going to go check that video to make sure that you left a comment on that video. But like hundreds and hundreds of people did. So I'm guessing that if you're here in the chat, you've already left your comment. I'm going to assume that, but I am going to check the winner. I will take it away from you and give it to someone else if you haven't left a comment on that last video, because I am diabolical like that.
When you dropped the epoxy in that video, I needed brown pants for sure. That's good. Old Sam.
So that's the thing. A lot of people thought that was fake. And I wish it was. Poor Jeff. Man, dude, I almost took you out with that one. And
that's why I bring two pairs of underwear to work now.
As a rule.
Mm-hmm.
This sucker probably weighs, what would you say it weighs? Like at least 50 pounds?
I don't know.
Hold on.
I'd probably say
40. Yeah. But anyways, if that was to have landed on his non-steel toe tennis shoes, it could have done some serious damage. So that was unintentional, and I'm really glad that Jeff didn't get hurt.
I don't think that was as funny as the fire extinguisher.
Oh, the fire. That's another thing. So literally, like, I guess the pin had fallen out of my fire extinguisher. I've had that thing in the shop for years. It's legit. Like, the fire extinguisher that I have in the shop for safety. And I guess when I grabbed it, the pin fell out. And so when Jeff asked me if it was like up to date, and I really grabbed it and like tried to check, it really did go off.
And we didn't clean that for days.
No. We just left it. The good thing is we knew that the epoxy pour was going to be kind of chaotic, so we had 3 cameras running. Four cameras. We had above. We
above
had
the GoPro.
The GoPro. Did we have the 360 going?
Yeah.
Okay. We had 4 cameras going at one time, knowing we were just prepared for whatever could happen. So that's how we were able to get the shot. But no, that was good. I'm not afraid to show when I do some really, really stupid shit. And I do stupid shit all the time. Yeah. What do we got? What's the comment section looking like?
Pretty busy. You want me to read some?
Yeah, sure. Any good questions or comments or diatribes?
Yeah, we got a question. If you're traveling at the speed of light and you turn on your headlights, would they do anything? We call Professor Builds in here?
I would go get my lab coat, but
it's all the way right there.
I've been drinking and I just don't feel like it. By the way, I am drinking. This is an IPA. It's a local Oklahoma City beer from a brewery called Rough Tail, which is like a mile down the road, which is really dangerous because oftentimes when me and Jeff are working and we're just doing like, we're planning or we're kind of doing computer work, it's like, why are we not doing this at the brewery? So anyways, if you're in the Oklahoma City area or anywhere they distribute to, everything rhymes with orange IPA, hashtag not even remotely sponsored, although I wish it was. This is really good. I'm an IPA guy. Like what? Oh. You're not really an IPA.
I'm like a
guy.
good like Keystone Natty Light kind of guy. You remember the days when you could be satisfied with Keystone? Or
no,
Light?
those days never existed.
Yeah, me too.
Those were like my Marine Corps days where I was too young to drink, so I had to drink like whatever
everyone else
was provided for me, and I just wanted to get hammered. So it was just like trying to get it over my taste buds without it actually hitting my taste buds. So the alcohol could do its thing.
Gotta relax the throat. Yeah.
By the way,
hello from France.
Oh,
where's everybody from? Everybody put down where you're from.
Yeah, put where you're from. Have you tried Stone Cloud? Are you kidding me? Of course I've tried Stone Cloud. Stone Cloud is my spot. If you're in Oklahoma City, if you go to Stone Cloud enough, you're probably going to run into me there.
A lot of Oklahoma people in here.
Yeah.
Yukon, Pauls Valley,
Jeff,
Connecticut, Louisiana.
Jeff brought this. This is a Scotch whiskey taster box. They look like urine samples.
They might be.
But we are gonna
served at room temperature.
Yeah, we're gonna hit this a little bit later on. What time are we doing? Do we have a specific time we're doing the giveaway? Or are we just gonna spring it on them?
We might just spring it on them. Probably towards the end, but we're gonna have other giveaways, right?
Yeah, when's the end?
Give away some shirts.
How long are we gonna be here?
I don't know.
You know what?
I charge by the hour. So
let's do this. I'm in a giving mood. You guys are amazing for showing up, and I really appreciate all of you for the support. Let's give away a Wing It t-shirt. So I'm gonna write a number.
Jeffy Builds is my favorite YouTube channel. Thanks, Kevin.
Hold on. Let me grab my tiny little notepad here. I'm going to write a number between 1 and 100. The first person, don't put them yet, starting in 30 seconds. The first person to guess this number is going to win a Wing It t-shirt. And go.
Okay, so we start when you said go?
We start when so everybody that's already commented, so they were two
David
ahead.
Oberholzer was the first one. So
wait, we already have one?
Shit, what's the number? 19.
No, don't say it out loud.
Rewrite the number.
I said it out loud. I still don't see it yet.
Oh, man.
I still don't see it yet. Oh, 69. That would have been a good one. Why didn't I pick 60? Oh, there it is. Kevin Willingham.
Hey,
Kevin Willingham. Kevin, send me an email to Jonny Builds Stuff, 2 S's in a row. And we will get you set up with a Wing It t-shirt.
Or just message me, Kevin.
Yeah, or just message Jeff. Or I don't know how this technology thing works, but yeah. Thanks for playing, guys. That was fun. Boomer Sooner. Sorry, you're too late, but also Boomer Sooner. They sucked this year. Oh my God, OU was terrible this year. It was this year was rough if you're an Oklahoma fan because our coach went to USC and he took the entire team with him, and the quarterback that we were all excited about last year won the Heisman Trophy this year at a different school. So this year was rough. I thankfully I'm so busy that I can't like really pay attention to college football or sports in general. So I'm thankful for that. But man, what I did pay attention to was rough. What do we got? Any questions? Any comments? Anything interesting?
Yeah, if anybody has questions for Jonny, just go ahead and pop them in there. I'll try and find them. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I'm not good at my job. So
yeah, we're going to get to a Q&A section where I'm just going to be answering a bunch of questions. So go ahead and get your questions in. But I will say, let's talk about like what we are working on. And then I want to know what you guys are working on. So leave a comment in the chat. Let me know what you're working on. Kind of give a description so we can discuss. But yeah, is anybody doing anything cool? Has anybody got like a project they're really excited about?
I like the first question is about me.
Yeah.
And my tattoos.
Yeah.
From Double K Way. Does he have a neck tattoo? No, I don't. I have 2.
Question: should I get a neck tattoo? I'm all sleeved up on this side. Well, 3/4 of the way down. I've got my ring tattoo. I've got this. I've got like a giant tattoo on my back. Should I get neck tattoos?
And what should it be?
What should it be? Should it be Jeff's face?
Yeah, like the Steve-O back tattoo?
Yeah.
Tyler Bob asks, how are you handling retirement and do you miss the force?
Great question. I'm handling it really well. This is something that I talked about in my my I Quit video. There was like this kind of existential thing where, after having done something for 20 years, and the build up to it, like I was a little bit concerned as to what it was going to feel like to not do that anymore. And I was a little scared that I was going to have a little bit of an identity crisis, really. And what surprised me is that there was none of that, I transitioned into being a full-time maker and YouTuber. And every day I showed up here at the shop, it just felt right. And that, I think that's the most profound thing about that transition has been the fact that it feels so good. And again, like I will say it here, I've said it before, but there's no way that I could do that without all of you supporting me. So from the bottom of my heart, like, thank you. I wouldn't have my job. I wouldn't have this new career. I wouldn't have this new patchy facial hair if it wasn't for all of you. So thank you. Seriously, thank you. Yeah. That puts me in the giving spirit. Like, yeah. Let's give away another shirt in 5 minutes.
Okay.
5 minutes. We're gonna give away another 17. Shirt. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't really noticed any difference from you full-time, previous job to full-time now.
Am I taller?
No, but like the bathroom crying is a little weird, but he swears it has nothing to do with. What's the most frustrating build you've ever done?
Oh, great question.
Every next build.
Yeah.
The glue up on every build.
Oh, probably Chloe's bed. You remember that? That was kind of a shit show.
The glue up on those.
Yeah, the glue up and the stress with that, and just the stress of having to be so good.
Yeah.
I think the redeeming quality is it like I'm really, really proud of that build. which brings me to my current build. Now, I told my wife and I told my daughter, like, you cannot watch this YouTube live because I am going to be spoiling things. But I am building, I am building a chair that very much resembles the bed, but then also matches the desk that I built for my daughter right now. And it's, I mean, I'm looking at it. It's right over there. It's coming out awesome. I think by tomorrow we'll have it done. I mean, is it too big to just grab it and like show it off? Jeff's going to grab it. There's a lot more work to be done, but I think if you've watched my videos, yeah, don't drop it. Don't drop it, Giff. It's kind of partially assembled. It's like kind of still in the not concept phase, but like we're still iterating like what it's going to be. But this is it. Yeah, this is the chair. Each one of these will be a dowel like on her bed that wrapped around.
Like one of the Instagram girls.
Yeah. Keep spinning, Jeff. Keep spinning. But yeah, very mid-century modern boho, very CNC heavy, very gratifying build because it is for my daughter and a lot of button pushing. No real woodworking whatsoever. Like,
finally got to do that Instagram turn.
Jeff has been wanting to do that for years.
What's your favorite epoxy to use?
Total boats. Total boat. They have been my longest sponsor, hands down. And you might say, oh, you're obligated to say Total Boat, but the opposite is true. Like they came in right when I first started to have success the first time I used epoxy, and everything that I've done since I started working with Total Boat is because of their support for this community and because of how good their products are. So with all of my being, I want to like support Total Boat and do whatever I can to help them out because they are not only amazing products, but they're amazing people, and they are just that. They're human beings. Like we know them personally.
Because we don't trust robots.
We do not trust robots unless it's my robot. But no, they're fantastic. Who's going to Workbench Con? Raise your hand in the comment section if you're going to Workbench Con.
Yeah, if you don't put a hand emoji, it doesn't count.
Yeah, or like a little this emoji. But yeah, no, I highly recommend it. If your first order, you can get 20% off with, what's my code? Jonny Builds. Jonny, and my name is spelled Jonny, Builds, TB for Total Boat. And you'll get 10% off your first order, just your first order. But if let's say you order using my code, you go back and you want to order something again, just use somebody else's code. Like, it's that simple. It'll only work once, but there's like 50 codes out there. So just use all of them. But yeah, no, they're amazing. And they are so invested in the maker community that they've, it's in the name, Total Boats. Like, they started as a boating supply company, but then they got really invested in this community. And now the vast majority of the products that they develop are for makers. And I think that's amazing. Yeah.
Have you ever done a table that lights up when you touch it?
When you touch it? No. Tell me more.
That's all they said.
No, that's yeah. Tell me more in the comments. Like what like that sounds interesting. Like I've done some light up tables, like the Star Wars coffee table I did the fiber optic LEDs, but I've never done anything that requires a controller like an Arduino or a Raspberry Pi or something like that.
Might be in the works this year.
Yeah,
next year, 2023.
Yeah. I want to learn that kind of stuff. I don't know how to do that, but I'm always interested in learning new processes. So tell me more. I want to know about this because this is in my wheelhouse. So who asked that question?
That was Michael Poltorok.
Michael, yeah, kind
Sorry if I
of,
butchered that.
yeah. Let's see. Woolly Petals is all over the chat. Are you giving out Johnny Build stickers at Workbench Con? Sure. Yeah. If I remember to bring them, I will give them out for free.
You have like 100 just sitting in your
I have so many stickers
map pocket of your truck.
and like, oh, so we just went to Maker Camp like a couple months ago, and I literally had in my truck as I was going to the airport like hundreds of stickers and buttons and things that I was going to give away at Maker Camp, and I left them in my truck. So I'm bad about that kind of stuff. But yeah, if I remember, if you see me at a Workbench Con, I will be happy to give you a high five, a sticker, a hug, buy you a beer, allow you to purchase me alcohol. I think it's like, yeah, no, we do that. By the way, who's going to Workbench Con? Like, put in the chat, like who's actually going to Workbench Con, because it's so much fun. This is going to be Jeff's first Workbench Con, and I am so excited for him. But I've been to every single Workbench Con. Is this number 5?
It's number 1.
Well, total Workbench Con.
Yeah, it's the only one that matters. So I'm going.
True. Yeah.
Okay. So you were talking about wanting to learn new things, always wanting to experience and to try things you haven't done before. So what if like everything was new? How would you recommend a complete beginner to get started? Like if everything was new to them?
Great question. And I think this is something that is just how it is for most of us, but you're not thinking of it in terms of like such a broad range of things that you could possibly get into. Find something that you are interested in, and then find the most accessible version of that. So for instance, for me, I wanted to build a console table that I could put my TV on. But I didn't want to buy that because everything I saw at Walmart and Target and the places like that was it was garbage. It was just garbage. It was like fake nice is what I like to call it. It was fake nice shit. Excuse me. Sorry. The stairwell. So I really wanted to do something for myself. And I needed the most basic version of that because I didn't have any tools. So I think the best thing to do is to seek out projects that you can do with very limited tools. If you're just getting started, if you don't have anything, the best resources that I can think of are channels like Homemade Modern and Modern Builds. Both of those guys, friends of mine, amazing creators, really, really talented people, but they are so good about doing lots of projects that you can build with just a drill, a circular saw, and a sander. And if you can invest in those things, I know not everybody can, but if you can invest in those things, if you can spend maybe $150 and get started, like there's so many things that are available to you with those limited tools. And then what you do is as you want to kind of expand the realm of what you can do, pick a project, see what tools are required for that project. Maybe it's just like a little bit, like you're leveling up a little bit. And I need
a jigsaw.
Yeah. I have a circular saw, so I can make cuts. I have a drill. I have a sander. Now I need a jigsaw, so I can make like a curved cut, or I need like a chop saw, or when I say chop saw, I mean like a miter saw. So I can do like 45-degree miters or make a bunch of repeated cuts, that sort of thing. And then you just slowly kind of build up the tools in your arsenal based on the projects that you're doing that allow you to justify that investment.
Yeah. I think Steve Ramsey's another good beginner.
Steve Ramsey.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Like I for some reason I always forget about him, but he was instrumental in my kind of early days of becoming a maker, and he's a really, really, really good teacher. Really, really smart guy. But yeah, so homemade modern builds, Steve Ramsey,
Jonny builds.
that
Obviously.
I don't do it as much anymore, but there are a lot of videos on my channel that are dedicated to DIY. Again, not as much as what I used to do. But yeah, I've got some easy stuff on there, some outdoor sofas and stuff like that.
That's a good question. William Thomas.
Hold on, because we just flew past giving away another T-shirt.
Flew past, like
like at 1:17, we were supposed to give away another T-shirt.
Oh,
it's 1:24.
Are we doing the numbers?
Yeah. Okay.
Don't put
a number in yet, because you're going to disqualify yourself until I say go. So it's pointless.
Let's see who gets disqualified first.
That's bullshit, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's fucked up. I'm thinking of a number.
He just wrote you're fired on there.
Yeah. Don't put it in the comments yet, but I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 111.
Ooh.
Go.
Nope.
Holy fuck.
Shit. Oh, somebody got it.
Oh, God. Wow, that just blew up.
We got Mike Schroll. Mike Schroll, right there.
Mike Schroll. That's not the same person.
Nope.
Mike.
That's Kevin.
Mike, you're good.
Good job, Mike.
68, baby. I couldn't do 69. That was the first thing that came to my head. And I was like,
Justin Neves.
I'm going to throw you guys off. So Jeff will message you, right?
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
I don't know how to message people on this.
You just said earlier that you were going to...
Kevin watches my lives on Instagram. Makers_way.
Okay.
Mike, if you want to message Jonny or me, if you have Instagram, Jonny Builds or at makers_way. But I will also take a picture so I will remember.
Yeah.
And we will find you.
We'll figure it out. We essentially have no idea what we're doing, but we'll figure it out. He's taking a photograph of a screen next to my screen. So that's pretty legit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, should we start?
Start the sampling?
Okay. Here's our Scotch glasses. And the first one we're going to try, the first urine sample we're going to try is Oak Cross. God, it does look like a decently hydrated human being had to go take
I'll let you
leak.
drink first.
Okay.
Make sure you measure it correctly.
Do you guys like Scotch?
I don't.
What is this, a 2-to-1 mixed ratio?
There's not a lot in there. The glass is thick on those. It makes them look like there's so much more.
Your mom is thick.
I'm sorry, Mom, if you're watching this.
Got her. Okay. It's gone. Okay, Jeff.
Doesn't smell like urine.
Okay.
It smells like really whiskey. Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
That whiskey smell.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's really, really smooth. Like it's surprisingly smooth. It kind of hits you, and then this like total buzz. I love it. This kind of like wave of like happiness like goes down your esophagus. That's good.
I'll have to Google that word later.
Wave or esophagus? Jeff, it is 1:28. At 1:35, we're giving away another T-shirt.
Okay.
Yes. Make sure we're getting close to the giveaway for this thing. So make sure you've got your comment on that video. and go watch. At least let it play in the background. Like
get a second device ready.
Yeah. Give it some love. It started off like real hot, and it's kind of like tanked.
It's definitely the funniest video that you've done so far.
And it's like where I want our videos to be. Like it's pretty much what our video is going to be from here on out. Only a simpler project. We're going to focus on a lot more like bigger, more complex builds, but we were just testing out like, let's try something fun and goofy and silly and see if we can turn it into something awesome. And I think we did, man. I think it's, of course, I've got it all lit up right now with some pink and blue lights. It looks freaking awesome. I honestly wouldn't even use it as a coffee table, although I will ship it to you as a coffee table. I would probably hang it on my wall as a piece of art. But yeah, you do whatever you want with it, wherever you are in the world. Yeah. Where can I get a Wing It shirt? Can you drop a link in the, it's here. I can drop a link.
Okay.
Whoop.
Got a couple Oklahoma people that are saying you should get 405 or Oklahoma OKC throat tattoo.
Mama tried. Okay, I am dropping a comment in the chat. This is where my merch store is. Like, go check it out. Go get you a Jonny Builds shirt. I've got Jonny Builds, like the classic Jonny Builds logo. My old school logo, and I've got the Wing It, which is kind of how we operate around here. When we don't know what we're doing, we wing it. When we've got to figure something out, we wing it. And there's going to be some more merch drops in the future. That's just what we kind of launched with. But yeah, also, let's talk about Patreon.
Okay.
I've got a Patreon, y'all. And with that Patreon, I want to do a lot more like interactive kind of stuff. So this YouTube live that we're doing is going to be more of an exclusive thing. We're going to be doing this with our Patreons. I'd love to do this with everyone all the time, but that's just not possible. So maybe like twice a year with my entire channel. But the goal is like every other week with my patrons. So I've got a link for that somewhere in one of my videos.
The last video.
Yeah, the last video. There's a couple different tiers there. There's a tier where you can get the exclusive Patreon only Jonny Builds logo that I've never released before. My buddy Keith Decent, he's the one that did my current logo. And what that logo is it's more of a graphic kind of thing. And it was the first iteration that it came up with, which I absolutely loved it. But I was like, it doesn't really work as a channel logo. But I always had the idea that it was going to be this like exclusive thing that I could share with, like my actual fans. It's really cool. Very, very graphic artist kind of fun and funky and graffiti-y, really cool. It's the only way you can get that. Also, I'm going to be doing a build for one of my patron supporters. There's a tier in there where you can actually win a Jonny Builds build. And I'm not talking about like something small, like a little coffee table. I'm talking about like a bed, a dining table, something big, something really, really grand that I will build. And then
an airplane, who knows?
I will not be building an airplane. Not because I don't want to, because I don't know how. But yeah, no. So check out the Patreon. I'm going to finish my scotch here.
John Anderson asks, do you have an air cleaner in your new shop?
Yes, I just got I've got the what is it? It's a Grizzly.
Yeah.
And it's a mobile unit. I don't even know which one it is.
It's a big boy.
It's a big old boy. It's really loud, so we're kind of hesitant to run it because we do film in here, and sometimes audio is an issue. So, but I don't think I would recommend that to anyone.
Yeah, it moves dust pretty quick.
Yeah.
We usually turn it on, like we'll cut, and then if there's a lot of dust or smoke in the air, we'll turn it on for like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, 10, 15 minutes. It's
But
like
the-
clean my
Dust collector,
1,400 foot square shop.
Yeah.
Like is fine.
The dust collector we could probably run while filming, and you wouldn't be able to hear it.
Yeah.
I don't remember what model or anything it is.
Who does the Christmas shopping, you or your wife? She does any sort of Christmas shopping for like any other family members or anything like that. But I do a lot of shopping for her and for my daughter. And then I'm building something for both of them. So the next video is going to be, like I already told you guys, I already spoiled it, the chair. And Chloe, you better not be in this chat. I will kill you if you're in this chat. But I'm building, my daughter asked for this very specific bench that she saw on Anthropologie's website. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll build that. And then in secret, I'm going to build you a chair that matches the other furniture that I've built for your room. So that's what I'm doing. My wife has been asking for a king size bed since the day I met her, which is weird. Like day one, we meet, like we're on a date. She's like, hey, will you build me a king size bed? And I'm like, where's this going? And I'm finally doing that. Katie, if you're in the chat, I'm going to kill you. But let's see if we can turn this without like breaking something. So, and we're turning and we're turning. Look at that big, like 13-foot tall white oak slab. That is the headboard for the bed that I'm building my wife, and it's going to be massive and really, really cool. So I'm extremely excited about those projects. And then right after that, we've got another Star Wars build in the works. We haven't done that in a while. And then we've got another massive slab and probably more. Well, we've got 2 slabs. It's a book match. And we just got to kind of see where that's going to end up. We're actually talking to a local brewery. I can't say which one, but it was mentioned in this chat earlier, that we may be building a table for. I've already built one table for a local brewery at Lively. But yeah, so we've got that coming.
It's time for the giveaway.
Oh, Jeff, yes.
Somebody, I read it in the chat. Somebody else, we've had a couple people ask for the link to the Patreon. If somebody can go to a video, get the link.
No, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm the guy.
You were
I can do it.
Writing a number down. I thought that was enough work for you.
It's really simple. It's patreon.com/JonnyBuilds.
Perfect.
Yeah. Again, I just dropped it in the chat. Like, thank you. If anybody chooses to support me, like, I appreciate it. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay. I love you guys so much. I don't want to just give away one shirt. I want to give away 2 shirts.
Okay.
I want to give away 2. I'm going to write 2 numbers down. You have no idea what the range of numbers I'm going to pick, so don't put anything in the chat yet.
Oh my god.
Damn it. Okay. I'm thinking of a number. Like, how long do we want to drag this out?
I mean, at least we got 20 more minutes.
Yeah. I'm thinking of a number between 3,000 and 6,000. Go. You're like, this mofo.
The worst part is trying to find this.
Oh, yes. Here we go. Okay. We are going to do another, good Lord Almighty. Poor Jeff. We're going to do another one. This one is Spice Gree.
Ooh, that one's close.
Ooh.
That was a close
Someone
one.
got close. We were both like, Oh, I think he got way more. That's fine. You have to drive. I'm going to sleep in the shop tonight. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay. Everybody stop, because no one has got it yet. Stop right now. I'm not looking at any numbers. I'm gonna bring it in. So everybody stop giving numbers. You're still giving numbers, damn it.
Wow.
Okay, it's slowing down. Okay. I'm gonna make it easier on you guys. It's a number between 5,000 and 6,000. Go.
All right. I'll blow up.
Ooh, I like 55, but that's not it.
Oh, we got one.
Oh, we got one.
Ron Tobin.
Where? Which one? Which one?
And then right after.
Oh.
Nope. J Boz got it. Sorry, Ron, I got your hopes up. J Boz,
you win the first one.
and the second one has not been guessed yet.
Yeah.
And if it has, I apologize. J Boz message.
Good job, J
here,
Boz.
Johnny.
You got it. So 5,001 was the first one. J Boz got that one. So there's one more. And I would be thinking of the number right after 5,001.
Got it.
5,002. Is it waxed thread? Waxed thread.
J Boz and waxed thread.
Yeah. Good job, guys.
If you guys can pop over to Instagram and message Johnny or me.
Or
right?
yeah. Pop over and then have some way of like proving that it's you. We didn't think this out.
We're really not smart.
Yeah, we're gonna keep doing this. So stay in the thing. We're gonna keep doing this, but we're getting really, really close to the big giveaway.
Yeah, trying to get the. Oh, I'm talking to myself. Sorry.
Oh. What are you guys working on? Like I asked that earlier, and I don't know if we've got a lot of responses for that, or if maybe we missed them. But I want to know.
There's a lot of stuff. I got to go back.
Oh God. Poor Jeff. He's trying to keep up. Like, when is baby due? Aw. Baby is due in June. Thank you for asking. Woolly Petals. Thanks, guys. Love your work. Thank you. Trying to clean my garage. Currently, great start. A leather laptop bag. Hell yeah. Sam Green. Oh, God. Guys, okay. Sam Green is my dude. Go right now and subscribe to Sam Green's YouTube channel. And the first person that comes back and says that they've subscribed to no, because I want a lot of people to do it. So everybody go subscribe to Sam Green's channel right now, and then I'm going to give something away to someone that I can prove is subscribed to Sam Green's channel. So go do that right now. Sam Green is my dude. He used to work with John Malecki, who is my dude, but now he's out there on his own. And I just support that dude, and I'm really, really excited for him. So, go subscribe to Sam Green Maker. He is the genius behind John Malecki, and he's out there on his own. So, and Sam says he's gonna give anyone a hug at Workbench Con if they subscribe. Boom. Parth said he subscribed, already subscribed. Joel says he already subscribed. Been here since under 100K and can't wait to be there when you celebrate 100 million. Congrats on following your dream.
1 million.
Ah. Oh, yeah, 1 million.
100 million, maybe. You know, we'll get on that Mr. Beast level.
Sub. Already subscribed before the video. Subscribe, done and done. I want a virtual Sam hug. Hell yeah.
Got a couple people said what they're working on. Boomer_Sooner said working on a buzz right this minute. Maurice said making leather coasters for Christmas presents.
Hell yeah. Nice.
Eric Strom said, I'm a nurse at the VA hospital working on keeping humans alive. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Everybody clap for our people in the healthcare profession and everything they've had to go through over the last couple of years. Like, thank you.
We got a question from Warfrat.
Okay.
Johnny, who's your favorite Batman? Controversial, not a DC guy.
Who's your favorite Batman? My favorite Batman is Michael Keaton because he was my first Batman. As a child, Batman '89, I believe, is what kind of people refer to it now. With Kim Basinger, and
Michelle Pfeiffer.
The
wasn't she in that one, or was
she was in the next one?
Oh yeah.
She was Catwoman in the next one, but Jack Nicholson was the Joker, and
Danny DeVito.
He was in the second one.
Was that the second one?
Yeah. God,
man,
Jeff, come on.
It's like I was only 4 years old when that movie came
out. No. I was like older. I don't know. But yeah, that's my favorite Batman. Although the last Batman was really good, but I'm sorry, like Marvel is like way better than DC at this point. I'm really excited about James Gunn taking over at DC. I'm hoping he can kind of get it on the level of Marvel because Marvel is so good, and the interconnectivity of the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe and how they've done that has been amazing. It took someone like me that wasn't much of a comic book fan and turned him into a hardcore comic book fan. So I'm kind of hoping DC can do the same thing. Let's see. Let's hold on. Sorry, Geoff. I want to say thank you to everyone that went and subscribed to Sam's channel. Thank you. Jeff, I want you to randomly pick someone and we're going to send them a sticker pack.
I'll just go to the first one.
However you want to do it. This is all on Jeff. If he doesn't pick you, it's his fault.
Troy Calloway was the first name I clicked on.
Troy
to Sam. So
Troy, reach out to myself or Jeff on Instagram and give us your address, and we will send you a sticker pack. Everyone else, make sure you're subscribed to my homeboy Sam Greenmaker. Sam, all the best to you, man. I love you, brother. I cannot freaking wait to see you at. I'm assuming you're going to be at Workbench Con, but yeah, he's a wonderful human being, and I'm really excited for him. And like anyone who branches out there and does kind of what we do, it's hard. Like you're basically setting yourself up to get punched in the mouth over and over and over. And yeah. Ooh, okay. So this is the one I've already opened it. This is the one that I'm most excited about, and this is the peat monster. I love peated scotch.
I'm not enjoying these.
Geoff is not having a good time.
Not a scotch boy.
Oh, that peat, man. Smell that. You smell that like kind of.
Oh, it smells like peat for sure.
Smoky kind of.
I know a peat, and that's what a peat smells like.
I'm taking most of this one.
Thank you.
Yeah. To
Peter, as I like to call him.
To Mr. Peter, the Scotchman, and to where this channel goes in 2023.
Up and away.
And to all of you, cheers. Hold on. Hashtag sponsored. Cheers. Thank you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It smells like or it tastes like how Band-Aids smell.
It tastes like if you were to go, like if a house burned down. Holy shit. Hey, Tyler, bro. Whoa. Thank you. Tyler, send us a message on Instagram, and I'm going to send you a sticker pack, man. That was really generous.
Got a 99-cent from Adrian Allen as well.
Adrian, yeah, like anyone who I'm not asking for that because that seems weird, but I honestly appreciate it. It's called Super Chat, I believe, and you can leave a tip in the chat. Anybody who does that, I'm going to give you something because I feel guilty. So thank you for that. But you don't have to. Please understand, you don't have to do that. I'm not going to ask for that because that just seems weird to ask for. But thank you. Tyler, thank you. That's amazing. Cheers, everybody. Raise a glass to Tyler Bob. Cheers.
It's bad luck to cheers when you don't have anything in there. But
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, Tyler. Cheers.
Oh, that's not good. I feel like I just got a cast taken off and I ate it.
Okay, we are. It's 1:49. We've been teasing these poor bastards for 49 minutes. I say at 1:55 we give away this guy.
So tease them for 5 more minutes.
Yeah. So get ready because in start thinking of numbers because it's going to be a number.
What if they had to guess your favorite color?
Ooh, no, that's
too easy because there's only like 5 colors.
Oh, what if they had to guess my favorite band? That's starts. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna do it now because I've already put it out.
All
there.
right.
I'm gonna see if I can't write it backwards. Okay. The first person.
Don't answer yet. There's no answers. No responses yet.
That guesses. Stop answering. God dang it.
Bruce Springsteen. How do we block people?
The first person that answers my favorite band.
That's the wrong way.
Oh, it's like this.
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
I almost handed you a white one.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Sharpie. Fake Sharpies. When I say go, you sons of bitches and daughters of bitches. The first person, is it? Which way is it?
This way.
This way?
No.
This way.
Yeah.
The first person on the count of 27. Starting in 4 seconds.
Kevin Willingham may have already said it. Is it Hanson? Okay. So Kids Bob.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Culture Club, Pearl Jam.
Oh, I love
Foo
Pearl
Fighters.
Jam. Lincoln. Oh, fuck, shit.
No.
Marvin Gaye.
Some good ones, but not listed the actual one yet. Oh, Boomer Sooner.
Oh, man, I feel shitty about that one. Boomer Sooner got it, but I feel shitty because he clearly lives in Oklahoma, and that seems like a cop out. So
why?
Because he's right here. All right, I've got to be fair. Boomer Sooner won it.
The shipping.
It's Tool.
You know what you should do? Ship it anyways.
Boomer Sooner, you won, man.
Ship it.
My favorite band is Tool. It has been since I was like 16. I've seen them live 6 times now, and they get better every time. But what's weird is I don't listen to that kind of music anymore. I listen to a lot of like just real chill,
James Taylor.
Yeah, seriously, like a lot of folk
Bill
music.
Withers.
Bill Withers. A lot of why is my brain not working?
Alcohol.
Yeah. Boomer Sooner, congrats, man. But I also feel bad for everybody else. Boomer Sooner, why do you have to be from here?
How about
you're messing me up, Boomer Sooner, because now it makes it look like I'm picking someone that's like local and I don't have to ship like worldwide. Let's do this. This is only for people that are not in the US. So if you're in the US, like sit down. But for anyone who isn't in the US,
we had somebody from France. We got some
Canada and all the rest of the world. Right now, I'm going to give away a Jonny Builds sweatshirt.
Give away that miter saw.
Nope. Nope. A Jonny Builds sweatshirt. Okay. This is only for people. You have to be not in the US because I do feel bad.
And don't say that you're from a different country. And then like when we get your address, it's like Austin, Texas.
Your address has to be because we'll do another YouTube live just to shame you. But in 3 seconds, a number 1 through 10, go.
And
only for non-US people.
Everybody thought 8, 7. Woolly Petals.
Woolly Petals! Yes!
Hey.
You got it, girl. Good job, man. That's exciting. Like
Old America's top hat.
If you don't know Woolly Petals, she's a good follow on Instagram. She is an artist. She does a lot of scroll saw work.
And she makes cool like flowers out of wool.
Yes.
The petals.
Yeah. So congrats to Woolly Petals. She is a big time supporter of Jonny Builds, and I sincerely namaste. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you.
Woolly Petals, go ahead and message either me or Jonny. And
yeah, we know who you are. We got you, girl.
Who was it again?
I'm gonna give away one more T-shirt.
Okay.
But I don't know when, because I just want to keep everybody on the hook. I don't want anybody leaving it. But yeah, no. Congratulations, Boomer Sooner. You won the table. But it kind of worked out because it made me feel bad, and now I'm like, I've got to give something away to someone that's not local.
I was kind of hoping you'd have to ship to like Japan.
I thought it would be kind of cool to have to ship halfway around the world.
You know what? Maybe another build. We'll probably. I mean, if you're a Patreon member and you're from France and you win, you know, if you're that tier.
Maybe we should do a Patreon thing where I do something for someone in the US and something for someone out of the US.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide. Yeah. So everybody in the chat, I want you to blow up Woolly Petals, like congrats, and blow up Boomer Sooner, congrats. Like, you know, this is fun, and like, I want to keep doing this, and I want all of y'all to win something. So congrats to both of them. Congrats to everybody that won something. But we are not done, because we still have 2 more bottles of scotch. And when we're done, I have to get back to like working with power tools.
Pushing buttons.
After I take like a 5-hour nap, and like I'm gonna go. I have a couch in my office, and I'm gonna go take a nap. And yeah, but no, seriously, guys, like you guys are also amazing. Like seriously, you guys are the reason why I get to do what I do. And I get to be a retired police officer and a full-time maker. And while Jeff has a job, because no one else would hire this guy.
Yeah. You see these neck tattoos?
Yeah, you see those. He has to be a felon. I still have more.
Not yet.
That's good.
He's good. Yeah.
I wish I could breathe fire. Oh, that was rough. Boomer. Yeah, no. Like seriously, like I'll get emotional if I really like internalize it too much and think about it too much. But
so get some more questions for him. Get personal with the questions. Yeah.
No, but seriously, like I appreciate all of you, and yeah, thanks for allowing me to live my dream. And if there's anything I can do to help you live your dream, like I feel like that's the thing where my Patreon is really valuable, because you get that one-on-one with me, almost like coaching. Like if you're looking to grow a YouTube or even start a YouTube, like that's how you're going to be able to connect with me one-on-one. And yeah, like this is the thing, like in today's day and age, there is this platform, multiple platforms really, that allow for creating a business that wasn't possible 10, 20 years ago. Right.
Yeah.
And it's not going anywhere, guys and gals. So if you're looking to do what I do and kind of follow the trajectory of what I've done, like I want to help you and I want to give you advice, but my time is limited. So the only way I can do that is if we have that sort of relationship where, you know, I'm carving out certain amounts of time for people that support what I do, and I am getting compensated for it. So the cheapest way to do that, because my coaching rates are pretty high, but the cheapest way to do that is the Patreon, which you get exclusive merch and all of that. So yeah, obviously this is a total sales pitch for my Patreon, but again, a lot of y'all probably saw the controversy with established titles, and I've done an established titles read just a couple months ago. Honestly, I don't think it's a scam. It's a novelty. Like if you take it super serious and you're like, oh, I am actually a lord, then yes, it's a scam. But I don't think anybody actually takes it serious. And I literally knighted my dog.
Wait, so you're saying my pet rock's not really a pet?
Correct. But with that said, like I kind of have to do those things to pay the bills and to support my family and put my daughter through college and support my baby on the way and that sort of thing. And I would love to not have to. And the more support that I get and the more additional revenue streams that I can create that are not bullshit sponsors in the middle of a video, the more I can get away from that. So that is definitely my goal. But, you got to understand, like right now I've got to feed a family and support a daughter that's in college and one on the way. And I hope you guys understand. If I do another Rage Shadow Legends ad, which may happen, it's not because I'm a fucking shill. It's because I
thoroughly enjoy Raid Shadow Legends.
I actually did play it for months and months after I had that sponsorship. It's really kind of a fun game. It's one of those like mindless games where you can just play. And none of this is sponsored, and like they don't care.
We're not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
This
live isn't.
No. But like just to kind of say, yeah. Just wish I could shake your hand to thank you for all you do. An inspiration would be an understatement. Thanks for all you do. Thank you.
Whew. Is that one of your burner? You just
that's my burner account. No, that means a lot because I started what I did just being a fan of other YouTube channels, and through luck and persistence and the willingness to get punched in the mouth over and over and over, I was able to do what I do now. So the very least I could do is to potentially inspire others. And if I do that, that is like the thing that like punches me right in the heartstrings. So thank you. Anyone who feels that way. Let's give away another t-shirt. I'm about to draw on a mustache because I'm being awkward.
Let's get like a question.
Questions.
Kid Cooper says, I have 36 tattoos, got both my hands done for my kids. Worst pain yet. I got both my hands done. I think ribs probably hurt the worst. Neck, maybe sitting like this for so long. You think
here?
Yeah, I don't have
here are mofos. Like there.
Yeah.
And there.
Up in the armpit portion of the ribs. Is pretty painful.
And like, how was your neck?
Not like right here. Started feeling
the closer you get to your throat.
Yeah, I bet the throat would hurt.
Ooh, yeah.
But all this was nothing on both sides. Just sitting like this for
because you got a lot of you got a lot of meat there. But like you're getting
a big thick boy.
I feel like a needle just going into your throat. Yeah. Like you can feel that.
Favorite stain, Johnny?
Your mom. Favorite stain. So that cabinet that I did for Mike Clifford in California. Chicago. Starts with a C. Same thing.
Same thing.
That Rubio black stain on plywood was exceptionally beautiful and came out really good. So if I had to pick a stain for a cabinet that kind of fit that aesthetic, that's what I would pick.
And honestly, it's not that much more than like Minwax is like $25-$30 or something at
Oh yeah, that's the thing about like Rubio has high upfront costs. Again, not sponsored. They pay me nothing. I buy all the Rubio that I have. But like it's cost effective because a little goes such a long way. So when you put it in perspective to how much you pay for something at like Home Depot or Lowe's versus how much you pay for a large quantity from a company like Rubio, it's more cost effective to buy the nicer stuff, which is nice because the nicer stuff like treats you better and lays down better and all of that. But it's not like you have to buy a larger quantity and it's more expensive up front, but the end result is much better.
Jonny seems like the best PO ever. What a cool work release program for Jeff. Thanks, Kevin. Not sending you that shirt now.
Keep it up. I'll send you 2 shirts.
Are you on other platforms, Jonny?
I'm on Instagram. I'm really trying to grow my Instagram. Now, I will give a lot of credit to this man right here because he has been instrumental in editing reels for Instagram. And this guy is a fantastic editor. And not only has Jeff been like a fantastic addition to what I do, but he's proving his worth in the way he offers a different perspective on things. And he's a talented maker. 2, he's really funny. And 3, he like has an aesthetic that is very similar to mine. So that combination has been really valuable. And a reel that you edited just a couple days ago has 6 million plus views on Instagram and Facebook. So everybody, like, seriously, give Jeff a hand.
You read that exactly how I wrote it.
No, that was none of this was scripted. Like seriously, like Jeff has been a huge like get, and I can't say too much because I don't want to blow up his ego too much, but I can't let him go. So yeah, no, like give Jeff some love. Follow him on Instagram. Like let's blow Jeff up. As much as I can't let Jeff go, if Jeff blew up and branched out on his own, all I could be like Sam Greenmaker with Malecki. Like I think all you can be is just excited for those people that like kind of do their own thing. Like Jeff is instrumental to what I'm doing, and I hope he's a part of this for as long as possible. But at the same time,
if it weren't for Jeff, the channel would be Jonny Breaks.
What I do need y'all to do is go on Instagram and unfollow Ed Mancini. He's a total hack. He sucks. Ed is just a total hack. He's like, Jeff has paid him to say everything that he's said.
True. He's cheap.
Ed Mancini, thumbs down. Go dislike as much stuff as you can from Ed Mancini. Yeah, he sucks. Jeff is amazing, and Willie Pedals is amazing, but Ed Mancini he's trash.
He's my worst friend. Yeah.
He's your worst friend. He's your worst best friend. Suck it, Ed. We're gonna give away one more T-shirt.
All right.
In 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then we're gonna be done. So I actually have to sober up and get back to work. But before I sober up, let's sober down with one more. Asila. I almost read that as Alyssa, which is Melissa. Can I tell that story? We went to Chicago and we met this girl, and she was psycho, and her friends were psycho, and that's all we can say about that.
It was hilarious, though.
Oh man, that is probably what my urine looks like right now. Seriously, guys, Jeff is amazing. Please, please, please follow me on Instagram. But if you're gonna follow me, you have to follow him. Makers_way. Jeff is a super talented maker, and he's instrumental to the future of where we're going. And
All right. Enough about me.
he's a total fucking hack, and he sucks. But seriously, guys, like, give Jeff some love. And I want as many people that are in here. There's like 70 people in here right now. First of all, if there's 70 people in here, I want to see 70 thumbs up on this chat right now. Go. But then once you're done doing that, like, go follow Jeff. He's going to be a big part of this channel moving forward, and I appreciate everything that he does, and he makes my life easier, and that allows me to create more content and have more fun in the shop. So yeah, let's see what's some more questions.
Jonny, how's Insta going these days? Engagement is low all around.
Miss Canadian sweatshirt winner lady, Woolly Petals. Instagram is a hot mess. Like, I literally have engaged 150,000 accounts in the last 7 days.
That's not counting the one that got
millions on, like, millions, and is killing it on Facebook. And I maybe have gotten 50 new followers.
Gained tens of followers.
Like, Instagram is weird right now, but here's the thing: like, eventually it'll cycle around, and that consistency will lead to growth. Cheers, Jeff.
Cheers to growth.
To growing.
It smells just as bad
and not showing.
That's not as bad. Oh, somebody's a fan of my spice racks.
Oh, he has the best spice racks in the biz. He's got the best something in the biz. What was the very first board you ever reached out to? Brand you ever reached out to, and what led you to reach out to them? By Ed, who shall not be named. The problem with Ed with reaching out to brands and to everyone else is when you reach out to a brand, you have zero power.
The ball's in their
court. You're just like, you're thirsty, right? When they reach out to you, you have all the power. So, like, if you reach out to a brand, great, but can you expect them to pay you? No. If your goal is to get free stuff, maybe it'll happen. But maybe they'll tell you to go pound sand, and that feels kind of crappy. So my advice, is not to give brands like just free advertising, but it's to prove your worth through what you do naturally. And then when you find brands that align with that, what you do naturally, what you can already provide value for them, you know, if you want to reach out to them, then great. Like, sometimes that works out. Oftentimes, almost 90% of the time, it doesn't. When a brand reaches out to you, that's when you have the power, and that's when you can be like, hey, I'm the creator here. Like, you have to give me what you're going to give me in order for me to promote you. And also, I have value, so you're going to have to pay me, whether it's $100, whether it's $1,000, whether it's $10,000, right? Just kind of wherever you are in your growth at that point and what you can provide them. So don't ever undervalue yourself, especially in the beginning. Like, getting free stuff is really cool, but don't let it be the thing that drives you. Like, you're worthy. Like, if you're worthy, you can go buy your own stuff. You can buy the tools that you need, and the epoxy that you need, and the wood that you need, and all that. If you truly can provide value to a brand, then you're doing all those things, and they see your value, and they're going to come to you. So I would focus more on growing your brand and growing your business and growing your value than I would like trying to get free stuff. And that's tough because free stuff is really cool. It feels good to get something for free, get something for nothing. And it's very validating, especially when you're a smaller channel or Instagram or whatever. But even when you're a smaller creator, like every one of us starts at zero. Every one of us starts at zero. So your value is what your value is, no matter where you are. If you've got 2,000 followers on Instagram and you're dropping reels that are getting like hundreds of thousands of views, like it doesn't matter that you only have 2,000, right? You're getting the views. So focus on that. Focus on the thing that like puts you ahead of the game, and then let the things come to you, and then like base that on your value. And the best way to kind of figure out what your value is to create a like-minded community of other creators around you and find out what they're making.
Yeah. I've been asked, this isn't a specific question, but I've been asked a lot. So you show a lot of failures in your videos. I make sure to capture as many as I possibly can. How do you overcome when things go just horribly wrong? Like, I mean, that we didn't know it was going to happen. Then what happened was cool. And then a disaster happened. And then you fixed it. But this isn't the only video that something like that has happened. So how do you overcome when things go horribly wrong?
So I honestly feel like that's like the secret sauce to woodworking, making, being artistic, being creative, like whatever. It's when you get punched in the face or when you run into obstacles and you have to figure it out. Like that's really what like anyone can know, like, oh, this is how I resaw a piece of wood or mill a piece of wood or anything like that. This is how I put a cabinet together. That's all easy. That's all very clinical and kind of laid out step by step. The thing that's difficult is when you're creating for yourself and you're coming up with your own designs, and then you run into issues that you've never seen before. And then you have to work through it, and you have to, Jeff, show your shirt. You have to wing it. Like that literally is what wing it is all about. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to figure it out and I'm going to make this work. And that's where the magic in woodworking comes. And with that, I'm going to leave you with Jeff for like 5 minutes while I go relieve myself.
All right, time for Jeffy Builds. Here we go. So if anybody wants to know all the secrets, just embarrassing things about Jonny, just go ahead and ask them right now. I will be completely honest. Would you get a Total Boat tattoo? I don't know if that's to me or to Jonny, but I can absolutely be bought. If a sponsor wanted to pay me to do a tattoo, I could just cover it up with another tattoo. So I would totally take a Total Boat or Raid Shadow Legends or Established Titles tattoo. I don't care. I have plenty of stupid tattoos. Somebody asked what we were drinking. We are drinking a little Scotch sampler that I've had for years. I used to be in the liquor industry, and I got a bunch of gifts. And then I worked at a liquor store and spent my paychecks at that said liquor store. We got a little Scotch sampler. I don't like Scotch. Jonny does, so I brought it so people could watch me be miserable. You should have a followers tat design contest. Absolutely. I mean, I've done a couple of my own tattoos, probably about half of them. I'm not a tattoo artist by any means. I'm not good, but I would totally tattoo somebody's design. Maybe I'll do that at 5,000 or 10,000 Instagram subscribers. I'll let somebody design a tattoo for me. Does he wipe his boogers on his clothes or flicks them across the room? So he likes to say that he wipes wood glue under the workbenches, but it's also boogers. There's plenty of wood glue that boogers that he says is wood glue underneath the workbenches. How do you like being a camera operator on top of it all? It's fun. I've always been obsessed with cameras since I was a kid. I mean, little Polaroid cameras, all the cool little things. I had the old camcorders. My parents always used their camcorders with the big VHS inside of it and everything. It's fun with Jonny because there's always something to shoot. I mean, I shoot so much extra footage because he'll just start singing out of nowhere. And there it is. I'll tell you guys later. Now that he's back.
Okay. We've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes, and I want to reward anyone who's been here this long. I'm going to give away one more shirt. I'm going to do a number again. You don't know what the
number
is, so don't guess any
high and low.
Yeah,
whatever it's called.
Don't guess anything. And we'll keep going as long as people want to stay on and ask questions. But I'm going to do one more giveaway because I appreciate all of you. Again, I'm gonna throw out one more pitch for my Patreon. If you're looking for advice and kind of direction as to how to do what I do, that's the best way I can provide value. Is through that. I've got a Discord and I've got all of that. And with the highest tier that I have, which is actually like a bargain, I'm willing to do one-on-one coaching. So yeah, I'm gonna pitch that one more time. Patreon.com/JonnyBuilds, JONNY. Please support me, and I want to support you. And with that said,
can we do two more real quick? One real quick.
Well, we're gonna listen.
Oh, I thought we were gonna give that and then bounce.
No.
Oh, we're staying all night.
If Jeff needs to go, I'll keep going. But I'm gonna stay as long as people have questions. But I want to do one more giveaway and let you guys kind of get out of here. Boomer Center. Favorite Oklahoma City restaurant, Cheevers. Cheevers, bro. Cheevers. So good. Cheevers. Barrios, number 2. Hall's Pizza, number 3. But Cheevers. Red Rooster, number 4. Yeah. Like if you want to dine at OKC, hit me up. But let's hold on, Jeff. Let's do one more giveaway. I want everyone that has stayed this long to have a chance to be rewarded for staying this long. And anyone else who wants to continue to chat, we'll stay for another 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So a number between 1 and don't write it yet. Don't type it yet. 1 and 15, go.
How many guesses? As many as you want. Oh.
Do you see it?
Yep.
Oh, I see 1. Jeff's got to find it. It's already happened, so you can stop. It's already happened.
I'm not even gonna. Gerwilm.
Where?
GHERWILM.
It was 5. It was 5. Good job, Jeff or Jerome.
That's how you spell my name. That's how you spell Jeff.
Reach out to Jeff or myself. We'll hook you up. That is the last thing I'm going to give away. Thank you to everyone that's been here. I will stay in here as long as I need to answer any questions that you guys have. Even if Jeff has to go, I will stay.
Pronounce it Bill.
Kerwim, pronounced Bill.
GHERWILM.
Well, congrats to Bill. Everybody give a high
good job, Bill.
To Bill. I think I'm going to do one more of these before I lock down my
Patreon only.
My YouTube lives to Patreon only. Please consider subscribing to my Patreon. I want to do this for you guys, but it has to be something that supports this channel. And I hope you understand. Anyone that did super chat, like, honestly, thank you. And from now until as long as you guys have questions, I'm willing to answer. So everybody, give Bill congrats. Have you been enjoying your retirement with your family, and have you done anything fun with them? Yeah, so I have, yes. And Thanksgiving was amazing. And we have a full-on vacation planned for February, where we're going to Turks and Caicos. So we'll be at the beach.
That's 2 places.
Yeah, Turks and Caicos. It's like a sibling trip with all my wife's siblings and all their families. So it's going to be really exciting. Yeah. So if you want to see me on a beach, go to Beaches Turks and Caicos in late February, and you can see me in a Speedo.
Will there be another OKC meetup anytime? We had one.
Who asked that?
Makers Camp. Somebody with a really great name, Jeffrey Hunt.
Jeffrey Hunt.
Strong name.
Yeah. Jeffrey Hunt. I've been is there still a Discord? I haven't seen a link for it. Jeffrey, I'm sorry. So I just launched the Patreon, and I probably haven't been as active because I've been really busy. Let me kind of get in there and kind of foster that whole. There is a link. It should have been sent to you already, but apparently there's not, and I will take care of that.
That's one of the focuses coming up.
So the Discord is a place for everyone who joins my Patreon. The lowest tier to the highest tier is a part of the Discord, and with that, you're going to get access to this community, like everyone that's kind of in here, and you can kind of like chat back and forth. And then from time to time, I will get in there myself, and Jeff will get in there, and we'll kind of communicate. So yeah, that's definitely, I will get to it. Ed Mancini says, I appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Ed, sincerely, thank you. I love you, brother. You're an amazing creator. And bad shop advice, which my homeboy Jeff and Ed and Sam Willie Pedals do, is a great conversation. I've been having conversations with Jeff as to how he could grow that, because I think it's something really good. And they have a really great perspective. So if you want to be a part of that, definitely follow Makers_Way on Instagram. After you follow Jonny Builds, no H, follow Ed Mancini, follow Willie Pedals. But yeah, go support Jeff. I think he's on to something.
So everybody who unfollowed Ed, just go, half of you follow him back.
Yeah. What sort of questions, guys? Like, I'm here as long as you need me. Like, I'm here for you. I'm intoxicated, and I cannot drive home.
When's your next Ultra?
Ooh, who asked that?
KJSDNT.
Okay, so about that. So in my I Quit video, I talked about how I was going to run a 50-miler. So I've done 100-milers, I've done 50-milers, I've done 100 kilometers, which are 62 milers. And I signed up for a 50-mile race in February, and it all kind of fell apart very quickly after I announced to the world that I was going to do that. My physical therapist advised me not to do it.
Sam's excited you're talking about running.
I'm just not in a good headspace. And I'm just going to put it out there. I'm going to be honest. Like, I'm not where I need to be running. Like I used to be. I used to put all of my time, energy, and effort and mental headspace into running. And I was able to run ultra marathons, and it's really difficult now. I've got a family, I've got a business, and I'm old and fat, and my body hates me. You see what Jeff's doing here? Do what you just did.
I was dancing.
No, you weren't.
Oh, it was boxing, shadow boxing.
So, I am committed to getting in shape. Running is kind of a struggle right now, and there's no chance that I'm going to run the 50-mile race that I signed up for, which is fine. I've got a secondary goal where I'm going to run a half marathon at the end of April. It's the Oklahoma City Memorial Marathon, which I've run the full marathon 7 times. So I'm just trying to like find something that fits within where I'm at this point in my life. But Jeff's a really like buff, fit dude that can knock the hell out of some mofos, and Jeff's a boxer. And so Jeff's going to help me. We're going to help each other try to get our fitness back on point. We bought a bag and a stand and some gloves, and we're going to do boxing workouts in the middle of our work days. And I'm really excited about that. I ordered a treadmill, and I'm going to try to just like start hiking and getting slowly back in the shape. But I'm struggling with my fitness right now. And if you've seen kind of like where I've gone from a couple of years ago, you can see me in my videos. Like I was a slim, fit human being. And now I'm a big guy, and I'm like trying to get back to it. So, I think the thing that I want to express is that like wherever you are in your fitness journey is like, it's okay. As long as you are looking to get better and you have some sort of commitment to that. Like if you don't care, then fine, you don't care. But, we're all human beings, and it's tough. It's tough. Like society and other factors make it difficult.
Yeah. Got a couple people talking about jujitsu. Have you ever done jujitsu? Did you do it when you're?
I haven't. I was always, I was very much a runner, and with jujitsu, there's a lot of torquing on your knees. And so I would refuse to do any sort of jujitsu because my knees were the most, what's the word?
Valuable?
Not just valuable, but like fragile thing on my body, being an older runner. So it was like I either pick ultra running or I pick like combat type sports.
Yeah.
And at this point in my life, I'm like, combat sports sounds kind of fun.
I mean, I could after we get into boxing, I could teach you some jujitsu.
Hell yeah,
it's fun. We'll just
just
2 boys rolling around in a shop.
Just rolling around in a shop, totally heterosexual.
I don't know if I would say BJJ over boxing. I mean, judo over BJJ in boxing, but
yeah,
because it's just jujitsu with throws, which is way more fun.
How are you able to manage your time between your job running a YouTube channel and family time? Joshua, how are you? Joshua Z. That's a great question. And that's the toughest one of all of them is like, how do you manage your time? First of all, you have to have some really understanding and patient family to make it happen. But I think like if you're committed and you see the vision and you're willing to go through all the crap that it takes to be a successful content creator, then the people around you are going to see your commitment to that, and they're going to respect how hard you're working, because it takes a lot of work. So Joshua, if that's what you're looking to do, then if you put yourself in that realm and you're working your ass off, the people around you that love you and care about you, they're going to respect that.
Got a couple Star Wars questions throughout the
chat. Star Wars.
So
let's go.
Thoughts on upcoming Star Wars projects from Joel McKinley. Also, Ed said, will we ever see an epoxy stormtrooper costume?
Ooh.
Which is actually...
We won't. But
I think that's a great idea.
Well, Jeff's an idiot, but like I said, we have a Star Wars. Sorry, too much scotch, too much urine analysis samples. We have a Star Wars build in the pipeline that's coming in the next couple months. I'm really excited about the upcoming Star Wars shows with Mandalorian season 3 coming out, The Acolyte, which is getting into the High Republic era, live action High Republic era, and just kind of exploring the like the thing I love about Star Wars is it's like this concept, right? And they did such a good job with the original trilogy. The prequels were problematic, but like created a massive foundation. The sequel trilogy I thought was really nostalgic in Episode 6, or no, 7. Episode 7, Force Awakens, was really nostalgic and kind of scratched all those itches. Episode 8 was amazing. I loved The Last Jedi, and I was so excited that they were making that hard shift turn and taking it in a different direction. And then they just crapped on all of that because of horrible people online with Episode 9, which was a total shit show, dumpster fire of a movie, but still like kind of hit you in the heartstrings. Had a bit of that nostalgia from Episode 7. First of all, I loved Obi-Wan Kenobi. I thought that was a beautiful show. The showdown between Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
Jeez, some of us haven't seen it yet.
The multiple showdowns between Obi-Wan and Anakin were some of the most profound Star Wars that we've had yet. Andor, holy FUCK! Like Andor was, first of all, Rogue One is some of the best new Star Wars since the original. Andor took that kind of cinematic universe and the way they shot that movie and the idea behind it and turned it into something that was really, really beautiful and really well done. They explored a side of that Star Wars cinematic universe that hasn't been explored before, and kind of the way that the rebellion kind of got off the ground. And they did it in such a good way. Like the writing on that show, if you haven't seen Andor, oh my God, it is such a good show. So visceral and just, it's like, it's a 12 episode first season arc. And every 3 episodes is like its own little arc. And it's just, it's wonderful writing. Like if you're a fan of really good writing, the whole time you're watching it, you're like, oh my God, these writers are killing it. So that part was really fun.
But what are your thoughts on Spaceballs?
Spaceballs. That feels like an Ed Mancini question.
No, it's actually not. It's
Ed Mangini.
Wharf Rat. But Ed did comment on it, of course.
Spaceballs. Great parody. Super hilarious. The Schwartz is mine. That's all I can say.
But would you ever do a Star Trek project?
About so Star Trek. If you know anything about me, and if you're like a big fan of the channel, if you watch some of my recent videos, you know that like my mother passing is like kind of a big part of my story. My mother was a huge lifelong Star Trek fan. And I grew up around that. And I appreciate it, but I don't appreciate it the way that she did. Like I grew up as a Star Wars fan, but I could definitely see, like I used to watch like classic Star Trek with my mom, like the original episodes with Captain Kirk and all of that. Like we would watch them over. She had them on VHS. Like we would watch them in syndication. Like she loved
it. What's a VHS?
Exactly.
So pivoting from all the nerd talk, which could go on for hours, How do you keep wood movement to a minimum when jointing it with epoxy?
Jointing it with epoxy?
I'm guessing like maybe river tables or
Okay. That's a good question. So that is definitely a concern.
or maybe gluing it together.
Well, just anyone who's worked with epoxy a lot has seen like like an epoxy river sort of delamination. And the way you get around that is to work with really stable wood. So that's the most important thing. Get a moisture meter, know your moisture content, allow it to acclimate to your environment, the environment that your piece is gonna remain in. So if you're building something for someone that lives 1,000 miles away, you need to understand what their their atmosphere is like, and that's not easy because wood and epoxy like react differently. So the wood is gonna acclimate and get comfortable within the environment that it's in, and if it's moving a lot, then you are going to have some delamination with the epoxy. So the way to kind of get around that is to make sure that you're using C-channel and just all the best practices with keeping, slabs stable. Like make sure you're using dry slabs, whether they're air dried or kiln dried or whatever. And then you're using some sort of stabilization feature within that to keep it from moving around on.
Just a quick. Just Dawn says, Jonny, thank you for inspiring me with my own builds. You are part of my own growth and learning and have helped me so much through life's hurdles. Thank you, sir. Heart emoji. I am grateful.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you. Like, I mean, it's still very surreal to think that I'm someone that like other people are inspired by, because I'm still inspired by so many other creators that came before me. So I would defer to those other creators and say that anything that I do is derivative of what they've done. But everybody has to start somewhere. And no matter where you find that inspiration, like, make it your own. Like take ownership of your own creativity and don't always defer to the person that came before you or the person that inspires you. Like, you are your own creative. Like, it's okay to get inspiration from others, but turn that into your own thing. And for anyone who says that I inspire you, thank you. But go out there and do your own thing and inspire yourself and be creative, because that is like the number one thing that kind of like fills my cup is this thing that I found that allows me to be creative and do it on a regular basis.
And scotch fills your cup
and
as well.
Rough tail.
Sam Green says, Workbench Con group run. I'll rent a little Lime scooter and I'll ride next to you guys.
Okay, so the first couple years of Workbench Con were downtown, and you could rent Lime scooters. And then they moved out to the burbs, and it sucks. And there's no Lime scooters out there. But yes, Sam, if you want to go on a group run, I'm down. I can't promise that I'll finish with you. I can't promise where my fitness will be. But anyone else who wants to go on a group run, like me and Sam, are down. So let's do it.
Ed Mancini says, are we going to see a homeless beard in the future?
Okay.
Big homeless beard.
So what I've got is the best I can do, which is what I've kind of figured out. Like, you can see how patchy it is. I keep hoping that it's going to fill in, but it's as smooth as a baby's ass, and it's not going to do that. So I think what I'm going for is the scruff right here, keeping this patchiness, this Joe Dirt kind of sideburns to a minimum, and just letting the top kind of grow out, and we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Karaoke at Workbench Con?
Who asked that?
Ed Mancini.
Hell yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna karaoke with Ed because he sucks. but I'm sure Ed will be following Jeff around everywhere. But like,
I'll follow him around like at Maker Camp.
yeah. I will be doing karaoke, but in the opposite location that and Ed Mangini will be doing it. Love you, Ed, by the way. Love you, pal.
What's the
Thanks for the
most
support.
intricate build you've done so far? Do you think it's the Star Wars coffee table? Because there was a lot.
Probably
in
the
that project.
IVF that I just did with Katie. Like they literally cut my scrotum open.
Oh, yeah, right.
They took my sperm.
We got to change the rating on this video now.
I already unmonetized it, so we're good. The most intricate build, the Star Wars cutting board with the hidden drawer.
Oh, the Darth Vader one?
Yeah.
That
was a lot of fun. That project did okay, but I want to do a lot more of that kind of stuff in the future.
Yeah.
Probably Chloe's bed though is the most.
Yeah, that was
that was definitely a lot of design challenges and a lot of like getting punched in the mouth and having to wing it. Jeff, show. Wing it.
Does Jonny ever come to work with Princess Leia hair? His hair's not long enough yet, but he does wear these earmuffs.
I'm trying.
They're fake hair.
Listen, guys, I'm trying. Like all I want in the world is like full man bun. As douchey as that is, like, you know,
you just want to have it in your life.
I graduated high school after being in ROTC in high school for 4 years and went straight into the Marine Corps. And then from the Marine Corps, I went straight to being a police officer. And so now at 43, almost 44 years old, I can do whatever I want. And I want a freaking man bun and a beard. And the beard isn't happening, but I have some luxurious locks. And yeah, that's what we're working on.
What builds are you nervous to try?
The big ones. Anything that I'm so like this table, like I knew what I was getting into. I kind of knew what was going to happen, and it was a lot of fun. And some things surprised me, but there was never a point where I was nervous doing the Exotherm Arctic Ice table. The things that scare me are the things like the chair that I'm building. Chairs are, you'll see when the video comes out. Probably January 1st is probably when the video will release. I don't know exactly. But
a good hungover watch.
Yeah. I really like doing things that force me to learn a new technique, a new process, a new perspective, a new something. Because if I'm not learning something, if I'm not growing, then what is the point, right? Like what are we doing here if we're not growing? So I try to constantly push myself and constantly like show when I screw up, because I screw up all the time. Jeff never screws up. I screw up.
Absolute perfection. We've asked again, was the drop intentional? The table drop?
No.
We had joked around about it.
We joked around, but here's the thing about the drop in the table is I almost hurt my cameraman. He was really lucky to not have a 40-pound table drop.
It was literally like
his toes,
half a foot away from my feet.
Yeah, and I'm just so grateful that Jeff didn't get hurt, because that would have made me feel really, really bad.
After he was done laughing, he would have felt bad.
Yeah, no, that was a shit show. And honestly, I think the table would have come out better had I not broken it. But you can't even really see the cracks. That's the thing. It didn't add anything. Like the all the cloudiness and all that. By the way, that looks really, really cool. Boomer Sooner. Like you have to light it up like this and display it like in your home like this. I may even give you my my LED panels so you can.
Well, no, we don't. We need those.
Yeah, that'll be an upcharge.
Giving away too much stuff.
Yeah.
what was the? Have you worked with home builders to make custom builds in houses?
Never with a home builder. But that's something I would definitely be open to.
Yeah, if you know any, send them our way.
Yeah. No, I feel like we're definitely somewhere where we know what we can do, and we can do some crazy shit. We've got some really cool material, and we've got some really cool tools, as in the Avid 60-120 CNC, where we can do some pretty cool things. So I wish I could show you right now, but there's some slabs over there that are just insane, and we've got some insane plans for them. And yeah, if the right people hit us up and want us to build some things that are for new home builds or for showcases or whatever,
we would love to build some dining tables.
Hell yes.
I love building those.
Yeah, some like striking, crazy dining tables that no one's ever seen before.
Like the Black Burl. Which sold. If you guys didn't watch the reel, it's a great reel. It was fun to build that.
That should be. I don't know the tracking information, but it should be there by now. He hasn't emailed me or anything, but it should be in California. And I'm really excited that we built a table. I say we because Jeff is a part of this, and he's a huge help.
I did most of the work.
He did almost zero. But he's good at pointing a rectangle at me. Yeah. So
Erectangle. If you ever need any CNC metalwork, let me know. Did a couple logos for some other YouTubers.
CNC metalwork. Who was that?
Spicer Designs. Love your work. How's the training going?
The training is dog shit. But Spicer, sorry to burst your bubble, but old JB is getting a plasma table soon. And we are really excited about that and what it's going to add to the type of things that we can do.
And what it's going to take away in space.
Yeah. Oh God. Like it's going to make our work situation kind of a shit show, but we're really excited because we've got some ideas. So yeah. But Spicer, if you're local and you've got some ideas, like hit me up on Instagram and shoot me a DM and let's chat.
Speaking of space, we did get, I don't know where it went, but Ed asked if there's any plans on expanding the shop or getting a larger shop.
Yes. I'll just put a short answer. Yes. We would love to expand our shop. If it happens, we don't know.
Yeah. Jonny, ! Can you tell us about some of the art on your wall? Koi fish, did Jeff paint those? Jeff cannot paint.
Okay, so the koi fish were painted by a very close friend of mine, Nick Shelton.
Obviously, Sam didn't watch that video.
Yeah. So I built a record console for Nick. Nick's a longtime friend. He has paced me through several 100-mile races. I paced him through his 100-mile race. We have a connection outside of being like creatives. Like he's an artist, I'm a maker. We're both runners and ultra endurance athletes, or I used to be. And we are both, should I say, like, I don't eat meat, and neither does Nick. And we've been like connected on that for a long time. And so Nick came and painted the mural in the shop, and I built him that record console. What's really exciting is I get to go to Denver next week and spend about 2.5 days with Nick and just hang out and just have some fun. Kevin Willingham, Patreon. Hell yeah, dude. High five, Kevin. Yes, dude. Seriously,
Kevin is a highway patrolman or state trooper in California.
Are you serious?
I can't remember.
Okay, so I think probably me and Kevin have chatted because
he asked you a couple questions on when you're in Sawdust Talk every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time.
By the way, guys, I am looking to start a podcast, and without giving away too much, there's been some discussions with some other channels and stuff. But if I was to start a podcast, what would you guys be looking for, and what would you enjoy seeing, and who do you think would be a good co-host of that? And Ed Mancini, I'm sorry, but you're disqualified because you suck. Yeah, Sam, you're cool.
He's
Ed
on too many
Mancini,
podcasts.
yeah, you suck.
Anyway.
CHP, hell yeah, dude. Stay safe, brother. Seriously, stay safe, man. It's a crazy world out there. Law enforcement is a tough career. Whatever your feelings about law enforcement are, like, I respect that. I truly, truly do. But having been a police officer for 20 years, I can say that I know the ins and outs, and a lot of what's out there isn't as
cut and dry.
Yeah, there's more nuanced things. Yeah. So please respect law enforcement and respect the job that they do, but also law enforcement should always be held to a higher standard, and that's just how it is. So yeah. Colorado has my heart. Awesome. Guess I'll have to watch that one. Ha ha ha.
Just wondering, what state do you live in?
I live in Oklahoma. Oklahoma is a piece of shit. But I'm lucky enough to have like my own little oasis within the state, and I enjoy it. I enjoy the people in Oklahoma. Politics aside, are wonderful. And I remember a time when it used to not be about what your political leanings were. It was just like, it was the Oklahoma way. And I was here for the bombing. I was in high school and heard the Murrah building blow up, and the way that the community coalesced around that and took care of one another made me really proud to be an Oklahoman. Unfortunately, things have kind of gotten a lot more divisive since that, but it's still a wonderful place to live. It's really ugly here, but Oklahoma City is a really, really, really fun place to be, with a lot of creatives, and it's cheap, and it's good. It's convenient. Everything we have here is convenient, and I definitely appreciate that.
Have you worked with any big redwood burl slabs? If not, would you like to?
I have not, and yes, I would love to. I follow GL Veneer, and they often have redwood slabs and redwood burls, and I've seen other creators work redwood burls, and I will work with a redwood burl the minute I can get my hands on one. So it's just a matter of time. But yeah, like, I can't afford to spend like 5 G's on one. But if something comes along where I have an opportunity to get one for a discounted rate, or if it just works out, then absolutely, yeah.
Talk about Colorado being cold.
Would you work with cottonwood again? Absolutely. Oh, yeah. I love cottonwood as a species and a material. Yes, it's soft. I think you can do cottonwood without having to flood coat it in epoxy, which looks way better. But you have to have the understanding that it's going to need some regular maintenance. So if you have that kind of clientele that understands, like, hey, you can't like beat the hell out of this table because it's softer wood, then sure. If you are going to have to do a flood coat, like I did on the Mappa burl, Mappa is very similar to cottonwood. It's a softer wood. Both poplars. Like, if you're going to have to do an epoxy flood coat, then sure, you're going to want to like nano finish it, use like something like the carbon method that I used, or the stuff that Blacktail Studio offers now. Never heard of them. But yeah, no, cottonwood is underrated, extremely, extremely beautiful wood. And I just hope more and more woodworkers find out about cottonwood and decide to use it, because it is such a beautiful material that often ends up in landfills.
And it grows fast.
It grows fast. It's sustainable. It's beautiful, crazy figured, crazy like chatoyance, and just God, cottonwood is amazing. I love cottonwood, and I would love to see a lot of you makers out there building stuff with cottonwood, because really the world needs it, because the world is
Building Creative said I bought a log and they're drying out. I don't know if he's talking about redwood or what. What is the most exotic wood you've worked with?
The most exotic wood on a small scale, stuff like zebra wood and wenge and stuff like that. Like, you guys know that I work with Rockler, and Rockler has some amazing exotics like that you can get for really reasonable. This again, none of this live is sponsored by any sponsor whatsoever. I can say whatever I want. But I will say that Rockler has some really beautiful exotic woods. If you're looking for something small for a project, like say you're making a cutting board, or if you want like a bow tie inlay for a table, something like that. If you're looking for something more than that, we do have a local hardwood dealer here in Oklahoma City that has lots of exotics, but they're really, really expensive. I don't have that relationship. I will say their name because I'm not that kind of person. That's like, I'm going to hold that from you. But Phoenix Hardwoods in Oklahoma City has some really great stuff. And it's one of those brands that I only hope at some point that I have a relationship with. If you're in the Oklahoma City area or in Oklahoma in general, if you're looking for rare and slab material, you definitely have to check out Vintage Reclaimed Lumber. Again, they do sponsor-ish. They've never given me money, but they've given me a lot of materials. Again, they're not paying me to say anything about them. They're not requiring anything out of this live, but
last time we were there, they had a bunch.
Yeah, Todd Miller is the owner of Vintage Reclaimed Lumber. He's a friend of mine, and he's only just upping his game and kind of getting into the kind of really high-end slab material. So if you're in Oklahoma or anywhere like in the surrounding couple states, like, come to Oklahoma City and check them out, and hit us up and stop by the shop if we think you're not weird enough that we won't ban you. And yeah,
Building Creative has a bunch of dry redwood slabs.
Email me, bro. Seriously, yeah. If you want to like work something out, like, I would love to work with you. If you want to send me something, I would love to build something with a redwood slab, and I can promote you. So if that's something you're interested in,
slide in his DMs.
Slide on in.
I'd be super interested in seeing you work with some hemp wood.
Ooh. Not gummies.
No, not gummies.
Oh, yes. So hempwood. I don't know much about it. I know that my buddy Chris Salamander from Black Eyes Furniture has worked with hempwood before, and yeah, no, it looked really interesting, and it looked kind of like a shit show. And if I had the opportunity to work with it, I definitely would, but I don't. So if anybody wants to send me some,
yeah, might be. I mean, maybe we have a couple slabs that we don't know exactly what we're doing yet with them, but if anybody has more questions, or if we missed a question.
By the way, I'm really excited to probably not announce, but something that Jeff, I was aware before, but I wasn't allowed to say anything because it wasn't for sure. And then Jeff reminded me a week ago that he had heard something, and then I personally saw something, so I'm assuming that I'm allowed to say something. But we are getting a Rockler in Oklahoma City.
Oh yeah.
And I am really excited.
I was real worried where you're going with this.
Yeah. We are getting a Rockler in Oklahoma City. I'm really, really excited. It's going to be on North May.
You know where it's at? Where it's going to be now?
Yeah, if you go to Rockler, like, they've got it on their website. It's North like 4210 North May. So
what would that be?
It's just north of 4110 North May.
Okay. Yeah.
Like 50th of May, 8 blocks south.
So like south of the Sprouts. Oh,
Very far.
no,
Sprouts
no.
is 63rd.
It's 40. What'd you say? 40.
4210 South May.
That's by the
or North May.
Sam's Club.
Yeah.
Over there. Oh,
it's like Northwest Expressway.
It's
to the south.
39th Street.
Anyways, never mind this geographical
I'm horrible at
challenged.
geometry.
Yeah. He knows geometry. He doesn't know geography.
What's the difference, really?
Yeah. But yeah, we're getting a Rockler, and I'm really excited about it.
4901 North May.
4901.
Okay, yeah, they just tore down the whole strip mall. That was right there.
There you go.
There's an Aldi over there.
J Hunt.
Nice. Sweet 200. So they're going to rebuild the strip mall.
Oh, J Hunt.
Oh,
I do know. I've been in conversations with. I don't know anything specific, but I know that in my conversations with my contact at Rockler, that I will somehow be involved once a store is open. So if you are in the Oklahoma City area, oh, dude, wow, thank you.
Kopi and Wood.
Thank you. Wow.
Keep up the good work, Johnny.
That means a lot to me. Thank you. If you're in the Oklahoma City area, when that Rockler opens, I will be involved in kind of the promotion around that. And I'm really excited about that. Like, I love Rockler. It's my second favorite sponsor. I can say that because they're not watching, I hope. I love Rockler, and they're wonderful. Total Boat has been my longest sponsor. Rockler has been my second longest sponsor. So, yeah, they're both amazing. But I'm so excited that we're going to have a Rockler here in Oklahoma City, because all we've had is a Woodcraft, which is decent. I'm not going to shit talk Woodcraft, but Rockler has so many good products that they themselves invent. And yeah. And Jeffrey Hunt, like, yeah, dude, like let's meet before then. Like, hit us up. We're gonna do another local maker meetup probably in the early part of the first quarter of the year.
February-ish, probably.
January.
Right before January? Okay.
Yeah, I need to get some drinks before February.
Yep.
So yeah. So if you're in the area, make sure you're following us so you know when we're going to do our next maker meetup. We're really, really big on kind of like fostering the community around local makers. What else we got?
Any wood species specific to the PNW that you've worked with or would like to work with, excluding redwoods?
Okay, so yeah, to that question, that Mappa Burrow slab that I got from Hamilton Lee Supply came from Washington State. And from what I understand, what I was told about it is that in the Pacific Northwest, that Mappa is used very similar to how cottonwood is used down here as windbreaks along fence lines, for like different fields and crops and stuff like that, because it grows so big, so fast, that it's a great material for that. Like, previously, I thought that Mappa was only available as, like, Mappa is European poplar. I thought it was just something that you imported. I didn't know that anybody was growing it here in the U.S., but come to find out, sure enough, it grows naturally up in the Pacific Northwest. So Mappa is amazing. There's also lots of really beautiful maple and Claro walnut.
Claro, right?
Claro walnut.
I thought it was CLRA.
I don't. There's like the best wood in the country comes from the Pacific Northwest, hands down. It's not even close. The best sawmills and distributors are Gobi Walnut and GL Veneer, which are both up in that part of the country. Claro. Yeah, it's not even close.
What does Kevin know?
Yeah, it's not even close. So, Johnny, what is your favorite NFL team? By proximity, my favorite NFL team is the Dallas Cowboys. I apologize for being such a fucking chode for being a fan of the Dallas Cowboys, but it is what it is. It's by proximity only. I'm also a New York Yankees fan because my ex-wife was. I know both of those teams are easy to hate, but that's where I'm at. And I love the Sooners, even though they sucked ass this year. And I love Scotch. Scotchy, Scotch. I love Scotch. Cowboy Nation, same here. Man, Boomer Sooner. What are you trying to do? You trying to be my best friend?
I mean, you already won the table.
Yeah, you already won.
Quit buttering him up.
Chill out,
Jeez.
Boomer Sooner. God.
Oh, man.
On CNC bits for the X-Carve, mainly to do rough cuts. There are a lot of different types of bits. Which J-Man, which X-Carve do you have? Do you have the Pro or do you have the OG? Because the OG is, I think you're rarely using 1/4-inch bits on the OG. And then you're used to like 10, 12-hour carve times. Seahawks all the way. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Cheers. I'm good with that. Not the Pro. Okay. Yeah. So that's the thing about the OG X-Carve. First of all, it's been years since I've used it, so I'm a little bit out of practice. I'm fortunate enough to have a freaking massive CNC with a 8.7 horsepower spindle running off of 3-phase power that I can run 3/4-inch bits that can cut 3/4-inch passes at a time.
And it does everything with all you having to do is push a button.
Yeah, and all I do is push a button. That said, from my experience working with the OG X-Carve, I use their very basic 2-flute 1/8-inch straight cut bit was my main bit because one, it was really cheap. I think it was like $2 per bit, and you can get like 10 of them for $20.
Math adds up.
Yeah, it's a bit harder with a machine like that because you don't have as much power in what you're doing, and it's all about being super conservative. Speeds and feeds are kind of tough with a machine like that. So I would just say just go as conservative as possible, as slow as possible, to get the highest quality results, and always do that with that machine. And then if you're looking to do something better, then upgrade to a bigger machine.
KJSDNT says cognac is better than Scotch. I mean, essentially the same thing. Scotch is just brandy, and brandy's just whiskey made with fruit. I actually do like brandy better than Scotch, though, so I do agree. Cognac is just.
I was always asking myself why in America you don't use sliding table saw. Okay, that Kopi and wood. That's a great question. I know European saws are often very geared towards sliding crosscut type stuff. Honestly, I don't know. I know the European saws are absolutely amazing. It's kind of this weird thing where like here in the US, like we are more known for having like larger vehicles because we have more space to kind of like have stuff for like that. But in Europe, like you guys are known for having giant freaking table saws, but you don't often have more space. So that's
tiny little arbors on their table saws.
Tiny arbors, huge saws. Yeah, no. Like I'm a huge fan of European saws and the massive sliding crosscut capacity of them. The saw that I have that shall not be named because the company that I've worked with to get it is, shall we say,
difficult to work with.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on. There was a sliding crosscut attachment that we literally just took off because it was so inconsistent and moved around at least 1/4 inch.
Yeah, every time.
It was awful. Like you couldn't get it dialed in. Like it was terrible. So I don't know why we don't have better saws. Maybe because they're like $20,000-$30,000 US that I don't know.
On the topic of table saws, any suggestions on fine woodworking with a job site saw?
Yeah. First of all, I've never used the job site saw, but I will say that if you want to do fine woodworking, jigs are your friends. You know, if you have your saw dialed in to where your miter slot is 90 degrees to your blade, and that's it is what it is. It doesn't matter how well it cuts. Like if you're putting jigs on it and you're doing some fine woodworking and some finger joints and some stuff like that, like that's what matters. Is like taking a saw like that, making it as fine-tuned as possible, and working within the parameters that you have. So maybe you're not cutting, you know, a 2.5-inch piece of hardwood.
You can't cut
maple.
that deep on a job site. I've worked on a lot of job site tools or job site table saws on job sites, and they're made for ripping OSB. They're very difficult. Jigs are literally the only way you can get a job site table saw to do fine woodworking, and you'll need a lot of jigs. And put it into a table so you have more space. The fences always suck on every job site saw. Jigs are the only way, like Jonny said. Jig is the way.
Yeah. What else we got? Woolly pedals. Oh my God, woolly pedals. Okay, chill out, girl. I'm just kidding. You're amazing. I've got to say thanks so much for the sweater. It's cold here, so perfect timing. Ha ha ha. Love you guys. Woolly Pedals, we love you. Thank you for all your support. And you're in Canada, so by God, you deserve something that warms you, because it sounds like living in Siberia is terrible. So I feel bad for you.
She said we need to get some Jonny Built's toques, whatever that means.
Toque is a toque is like a beanie hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? Woolly pedals.
I think it's just
Sam?
a hat, right?
Yeah.
They don't know what they're saying.
My pal Chris Crawford from further north found. He called it a toque. And his lovely wife, Erin. They are amazing. Why are they not in the chat? You know what? They can go to hell.
Distance and cost aside, who would you love to collaborate with? Oh yeah, I can't read.
Right now, there are 3 makers that really, really inspire and inform what I do.
And he works with me every day, so that's one of them.
He's not one of them. And they're like, if I was to take what I did and kind of like squish it all into a combination, it would be these 3 channels. And one is John Malecki. I love what he's doing. I love his kind of silliness and kind of his personality. I love what Cam from Blacktail Studio is doing. And I love what Jason from Bourbon Moth is doing. And I try to find my own lane within those things that inspire me. You know, Chris Salamone from Four Eyes Furniture, he's inspired me for a long time. My buddy Mike Clifford from Industrial Maker, he's been a huge help to kind of get me to where I'm at. You know, Brad Rodriguez from Fix This Build That has been a huge help. You know, like all those makers have kind of helped me to kind of focus. But right now, like what you're seeing, what we're doing now is 100% what Jonny Builds is. And now that I'm a full-time maker and I've got Jeff with me here, we're able to do that more. And what you're seeing is what you're going to get. Like we're going to do some more big, crazy builds. But the personality and the goofiness and the singing and the epoxy all over you, like, and
all the Bruce Springsteen you can handle,
and Bruce Springsteen sucking like huge logs. Oh God, that's what you're gonna get, and I don't apologize. So if you're into that, sign up for my Patreon. Sign up for my OnlyFans, buy my merch, and
Jonny Buns, OnlyFans / Jonny Buns. Favorite project you've worked on so far, and any ideas on first CNC for my first CNC project.
Who is that?
Alyssa Oliveira.
Alyssa, thanks for the question. If I'm going to give a suggestion as to what your first project should be, I need to know what you're working with. So Alyssa, let me know what you're working with as far as what your machine is and your capacity, and then I can maybe help that. But my favorite project is going to be Chloe's, my daughter's bed. That was just such a labor of love and such a design challenge and a kick.
The design changed 15 times.
Yeah, it changed so much.
While we were building
it. But to see the end result, and my daughter has slept on it like every night since I built it for her, and she loves it, and it looks great, and every part about it has been useful to her, and it's just fit her room and her aesthetic so well that I'm so proud of it and just so happy for her, which is why I'm so excited about this next build, because it kind of bridges that gap between the bed and the desk, and it's like, it's probably not the final piece because I can see myself building a dresser or something like that, but it's the final piece of that series of builds. If I was going to build a bedroom set, if I was like going to market that, like this desk, this bed, this chair would be the thing, and it would be its own, like, I would sell it for like, I don't know, 50 grand for the three things.
Yeah.
Like cheap.
J-Man, have you helped any smaller YouTubers?
So here's the deal.
You promoted Zach at Maker Camp.
Yeah, I've never
so much.
I never heard of him. So here's the deal. Like, there's a lot of people that like try to get you to support them for nothing, but like, and that's cool. Like if you do something cool that I'm like inspired by, then hell yeah. Like I'll just genuinely kind of like promote that. But the way to kind of get yourself promoted is to kind of ingratiate yourself into the community. And the way you do that is to be communicative within that community and to be a part of that community. So put out videos, connect with people on Instagram, I guess TikTok now, which TikTok sucks, but I guess it's another thing. But like connect with the community and become friends with these people, and have like things that you can offer. And when you kind of ingratiate yourself into that community, you become a part of it, and people want to help you. Yeah. So I think that's like the biggest thing, is just try to, like, from a perspective of looking at it as like, I want to become part of that community. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to become part of that community, and then you'll find your kind of clique within that. And I think what you'll find is like places like Workbench Con or what's it called in New York? Maker Camp are so accessible that you can essentially go meet your heroes and hang out and buy them a beer or give them a gummy.
Make them buy you a beer.
Yeah.
I think it's less about the size, the smaller YouTuber, less about the size and just more about the community, build cool shit and show people.
Yeah, in those environments, and no one's like, hey, let me look at my phone and see.
Don't say anything
like,
else.
Yeah,
check how many followers you have.
Let me see how many followers you have before I engage in a conversation with you. It's about like, what are you bringing to the table to that conversation? Are you someone that's like filling my cup as far as like someone that I'm interested in like communicating with?
Or are you just trying to use your follows to get my follows? Like, that's not a good way to like approach anyone.
There's like, you'll see it if you go to Workbench Con, you'll see like some of the guerrilla marketing that people do, and it's a turnoff. Yeah. Honestly, it's a turnoff. Like, the best way you can kind of ingratiate yourself into that community is just become a part of it, an undeniable part of that community, and just come with, not like, hey, I love that video that you did, but like, hey, check out this thing that I did.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see what you did. I don't want you just to fanboy or fangirl on what I did, which, like, it's cool, like when people are interested in my stuff, but if I'm going to have a connection with someone, in a maker kind of environment with that, it's because I'm like really stoked about what you're doing and you're stoked about what I'm doing, and we have that kind of back and forth. So come with that.
Have you developed any allergies to epoxy? I know 2 friends who eventually who did eventually and can't work with epoxy anymore.
Thankfully, no. But I will say that a lot of the species of wood that I work with, I have developed allergies to, and I have to now take daily Allegra to get past that. So that is a real thing. Your PPE is a huge deal. I don't do a good enough job.
I try and crop that out on the videos.
Yeah, like I'm not good about PPE, even though I have like a really expensive system, and I'm complacent, and I'm definitely not a role model when it comes to proper PPE. Like I'll always wear my safety glasses, but almost never do I wear the proper like respirator or stuff like that. And I think that's what's missing from a lot of people's PPE. Like there's the immediate damage that like a kickback or something can do from blinding you. And a lot of us are very cognizant of that, but it's the long-term damage that breathing in vapors and dust and stuff like that can do to you. And I haven't done a good enough job setting an example on that, and I just want to get better.
I mean, with the Arctic ice table, we definitely wore respirators, pouring the epoxy.
Not only do we wear respirators, but we knew that there was going to be some gaseous vapors. So we made sure that the respirators that we had proper filters.
P100.
Yeah, for epoxy vapors or chemical vapors.
Which a regular respirator, a N95 or anything will not protect on that at all.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, we actually had, did you think the epoxy table would crack with the first pour? Yes. I absolutely thought it was.
1,000%.
Ironically,
that's what I expected. And it was weird that it didn't, like you were going to say it.
Ironically, we dropped it and it cracked.
Yeah, we dropped it. But I honestly thought that pouring 2.5 inch, that's kind of the reason why I poured that deep. Yeah. Is because I wanted it to crack. I wanted it to end up looking like this.
Yeah. Luckily.
And surprise, I think because we did it at the beginning of winter, I think if we had done this in summer and it had been, the normal 85, 90 degrees in the shop, I think it would have kicked rapidly. I think you would have seen a lot more smoking. I think
maybe we'll try it again. If everybody shares that video, you guys can share these videos, by the way. And if you thoroughly enjoy something, we can do more epoxy projects. But yeah, the in the middle of the summer, it might have done something completely different. Roundtable there was a question about the cameras, and that is not touchscreen. What kind of cameras and mics do you guys use, and etc. Other accoutrement?
Our main shooter,
the old Jobin.
Like we do not. I've been doing this for almost 5 years now, and I do not have a cheap camera. This is a Canon R5. This camera alone is $3,500 for just the camera body. This lens that is on it is probably a $1,600 lens. This is an EF lens, and I have to have an adapter because I was shooting on a Canon 6D Mark II when I transitioned over to the RF camera. But there's an adapter that makes it work. But this is a very, very expensive setup. We've got the new Joby microphone for shop sounds and for quick conversations. We've got the DJI mic. This is a Tamron. This is a Tamron 1530 wide angle lens. You can see the aspherical kind of lens on that. Like this is a very, very, very expensive pro setup, but all you need is this. Like here's my wife. Say hi, Katie. Like a good camera, a good cell phone is all you need. There are some creators like Blacktail Studio grew his channel off of his cell phone. I believe Jason Hibbs from Bourbon Moth still shoots with a cell phone. So this is all you need.
I think he shoots with an iPhone 12 even.
Yeah. But this is what we're running currently, and this does really well for us.
That's why we get such beautiful cinematography.
We've got 3 lenses that we're shooting with. So you saw the wide angle. This is our macro. This is a Sigma macro 105 millimeter, and this is our main. This is like your everyday kind of do it all lens. This is a 24-70. This is another Tamron lens, like the wide angles Tamron. Tamron's a great brand. If you're shooting Canon, they have great glass that works really well with Canon and is often cheaper than the Canon lenses. But a 24-70 is like where you want to start. A macro is, well, a wide angle is the next thing that you want. And then a macro is usually the third lens you're going to buy. What else we got?
What kind of lights are you guys using under the epoxy?
Okay, so Jeff pulled this up. This is here. I'll turn it off so it's not so blinding. But this is the Pixel PIXEL G1S RGB panel. It comes with this kind of a deal that I'll attach to a hot shoe, or you can attach it directly to a quarter 20 mounts, and then it'll pivot around. I put these rare earth magnets on the back of all mine, so I can just throw it up on whatever surface and have lighting. Often you'll see me put them on the underside of here. Like that's the lighting that's behind this. Those are those. Those are amazing. I've dropped links in my stories and other videos before, but you can get those for about $60 to $70. Like Black Friday, I think they were on sale for like.
We use them
constantly. Like they're fantastic.
Every video.
Yeah. I suggest you get 2 to start
at least.
Yeah. But 2 of those, and where's the this? This is what's called a magic arm. Okay, and this little deal right here is for securing a cell phone to a magic arm. But with this, you can secure it to the edge of your workbench, and the magic arm, you can manipulate this and get that kind of cell phone wherever you want, or you can put a camera on here. It's another quarter 20, and get that where you want, and then you turn this knob, and it'll lock it into place wherever you want it. Right. Something like this is a really good place to start. Like you have something like this and some LED panels, like I just showed you, and your cell phone, you're well on your way to having like a good setup to shoot some videos. Like, and people have grown channels that have hundreds of thousands of subscribers based off of those
millions. Cell phone cam, he's at 2 million now, right?
Never heard of him.
No, I mean, who is he? Have you ran into any injuries that have prevented you from working in the shop?
Injuries that have prevented me from working in the shop.
Run to the little Cowboys room.
No. Okay, so I've dealt with some injuries as far as like running and physical stuff like that. I've had a torn meniscus and like severely damaged feet, and been in a cast and hobbled around the shop and got stuff done like I would had I not had those injuries. So I've had nothing that has kept me from doing what I do for a living. But I will say that, like, obviously, if you're someone that has, like, like take a step back, like heal up, get better. Yeah. What else we got? Have you had any? Oh, that's the same question. Yeah. Anybody else have any more questions? I feel like we're kind of getting down to the nitty gritty. I'm about to end this thing. Have you ever thought about using a GoPro camera for your YouTube films? We do have a GoPro. If you see this this kind of deal behind me, it pivots back and forth. I've got the LED lights in it. I can run like dust collection through it and like cables, but I can also put a light or a GoPro up there. And GoPros are great for a second camera kind of shot. So if you're running your cell phone, or if you're running a DSLR or a mirrorless or something like that, like having a GoPro as a backup camera is a great idea. Now, as far as like having a GoPro as your main shooter, I mean, you can get away with it. I think the quality of a GoPro and the kind of like wide angle of view kind of, when you see GoPro footage, you know it's a GoPro. But if you're creative enough and if you're filming things in a way that like kind of gets past that, then sure, yeah, you can do that. Okay, guys. Well, guys and gals, I want to say thank you again. Please consider supporting my Patreon. Please consider purchasing merch. I've got those links further up in the chat. I want to say thank you to all of you. I want to say thank you to GIF here, who's been a huge help in kind of like where this channel is going and where we're going to go. But thank you to all of you. And if you want to see more of these YouTube lives, if you want to see me drink scotch out of a Total Boat cup, like, subscribe,
and share the videos
and share. Yeah. Yeah. I love all of you. I appreciate your support. And yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you on the flippity flop. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks.